There's a beer brewery there that was known.
It's
Dogfish.
dang, what is
Dogfish
it
Head.
called? What is it called? They have Golden Monkeys, right? Talking about Golden Monkeys. Victories.
Brewing.
Yes.
DJ, how fire is this shit, bro?
Who is that?
Me, you dickhead.
Oh, I thought that was Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
That's fire, dude.
It's the Selena Gomez era.
Yeah. We're live, by the way. I just hit the live button. Yeah, we're just chilling, man. Hey, 53 people in here are you maniacs?
Beautiful.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Mike Sports Vibes, Greg Melly, running back Philly. We're just gonna watch the draft lottery and react to what happens, man. An insane amount of it's pivotal. It is pivotal for the future of this team. To man, but there's nothing we can do. We just gotta see what happens, man. There's nothing we can do. How you guys feeling? How you guys feeling about it, man?
My mindset is like this, man. Like, we're not even supposed to be in this situation right now. We're supposed to be where the Pacers are. We're supposed to be where the Boston Celtics are. We're supposed to be where the Cavs are. Like, we're supposed to be in the playoffs. We're supposed to be a contender. And since our season was so freaking terrible, it's like I'm thankful for whatever we get. You know what I mean? 1 through 6, as long as we keep our pick, I'm thankful. Of course, I would want to get the first overall pick to get Cooper, but I'm thankful for whatever we get because we deserve something for this terrible season. We deserve something. You know what I mean?
Okay, Mike, I rock with that. What's up, Greg?
I wish I could be like that. I need a top 4 pick because the way I see this draft is the top 4 dudes are clear. I like Con Knipple, but I don't want to draft that dude at 5 or 6. I mean, it's a good acquisition if we can get him. Like, if we fall, I'm like, that's a cool consolation prize. You know what I mean? Because, you know, like, this Sixers team is good. I mean, we're a good team. We're not going to be in the lottery next year. But the way I see it is there's 4 dudes. I'll take a top 4 pick more than anything. That's all I want. I'm like
we're not going to be in the lottery next year. Do we know that for sure?
Yes. Nah, I know that for sure.
We can't. We better not.
Nah, it's not happening. But I'll say this: a part of me wants number 2 more than number 1.
No, why? Why?
Because I think.
Hold on now.
I think Cooper Flagg has the highest floor in the draft. I think he's going to be the best good player in the draft. But I think Dylan Harper's ceiling is the best in this draft. I think Dylan Harper's got the ability to be a perennial all-star, all-pro dude. He's a true point guard. Just don't have that. Flagg is going to be more – I mean, he'll play the 4 if we could, you know, get the number 1 pick. But the way I see Flagg is like he's a 6'9" white dude who isn't like unbelievable at shooting, and he's not unbelievable as an athlete. Like, to me, he gives me like a little bit better of a – like a Gordon Hayward vibe. And I mean, that's a great player, you know, Hayward in Utah before that injury, it was a big dude, but like, I think Dylan Harper has a chance to turn a franchise around. You know what I mean?
I think they both do. I think 5 to 7 years from now, we're talking about both of these guys.
I don't see it for Flagg, dude. Like Flagg, and I'm not going to make the comparison, but like Tobias Harris, right, is a 6'9" forward. Tobias Harris is a 6'9" forward.
I want you to finish this statement.
Yo, Harris isn't a great shooter, but he was never quick enough to be the 3, right? But he's like not physical enough to be the 4. And I can kind of see Flagg being kind of like a Swiss Army knife where we don't really know where and how to play the dude. Like, and I love, dude, I think Flagg is obviously better in the long run than Tobias Harris. And I think that he is the safest bet in this draft. But like, there's just something about him where I'm like, I don't see Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
All right, let me respond to that. Let me respond to that after. Let me respond to that after before I forget that. This is brought to you by Mando. Everybody, I am nervous. I am sweating, and that's why I am using Mando whole body deodorant, and I prefer the spray can. But your starter kit comes with the spray, the cream, the traditional stick deodorant, all that stuff, and you can get $5 off your starter kit at shopmando.com using code SICKOS, SICKOS. That's about 40% off your Mando starter kit, full body deodorant, 72-hour protection It's the best deodorant I've ever used, man. Sometimes I forget. 2 days later, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, shit. I still smell fresh. Yeah, use the code SICKOS at shopmando.com for $5 off your starter kit. Thank you to Mando for sponsoring the channel. All
DJ,
right.
you are a father. You are a father.
Greg.
You cannot be forgetting 2 days to wear deodorant, my guy.
Hey, life's busy, man. Life's busy, man. I think Cooper Flagg has a killer instinct. I think he's a dog mentality, you know. And yeah, he missed the shots. He missed
that all year
in the game. He missed.
Greg don't like Cooper.
Oh, I love, bro. That's another thing, bro. I love Cooper, but
okay.
So high on 6'7", jump out of the gym.
Well, you can't bring up Tobias Harris when talking about.
Yeah, let's not bring. I was about to say, let's not bring up Tobias.
At least bring up Michael Porter Jr. or.
But like he's not. Look, I'm not comparing him to Toby, but I'm comparing the problem we had with Toby, because the problem with Toby was we didn't really know what to do with him. He really never fit. And Michael Porter Jr. is a 40% 3-point shooter. Cooper's not going to be a 40% guy from three. I mean, maybe he could be in Philly, but I don't know.
He's 18 years old.
No, for sure, and he's a stud. Like everybody in the chat's already flaming me. I love it. You know, keep it up.
Well, I think the work ethic of somebody like that, he'll put in the work that needs to be done. You know, it's not like he has a broken shot or something like that. I think he'll put in the work that needs to be done. The same I've had the same conversation about Ace Bailey. He's not a known 3-point shooter either. Settles for a lot of mid-range jumpers and things like that. But he's 18 years old. We don't know what these guys are. They're going to get in their NBA for years and develop things. They either develop or they don't. I mean, it's really a crapshoot. You don't know who's going to develop and who's not.
Right. I think Cooper, in my honest opinion, Cooper Flagg has that dog mentality. He'll talk trash to the opponent. Like, he's so gifted. Like, when it comes, he's an underrated facilitator. He can pass the ball. He could do so much more than, you know what I mean, offensively than Tobias Harris can. I ain't trying to come at Tobias, but let's keep it real. He doesn't really, he ain't that guy. And the one thing about him is that what I love about Cooper is his defense, man. That man can play some dang on defense. So Tobias, he's not the assassin scorer. He was never assassin scorer. He was never assassin defender. So I just think it's night and day. And I know it's levels to the game, college compared to NBA. But I really do believe in Cooper. But I do agree with you when it comes to Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper, what's his father's name? He's a Hall of Famer, I think.
Ron, isn't it? Ron?
Yeah, played for the Celtics, right?
And
so he's made out of some good stuff, man. So he has that it factor, I think.
And bro, Dylan Harper's 6'6", 220 right now. You know how rare it is for a player to be that height and
as a lead guard.
And he's growing
at 18, 19 years old, you know, because usually a player that young, you'll say he needs to gain 15, 20 pounds. This kid's built like James Harden right now. You know what I mean?
like
Look
Dylan.
what's going on in the playoffs right now. Look at the playoffs. We got Halliburton. We got Tatum. We got like the guards, Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry. Like it is a guard-oriented league right now. SGA. Like SGA is an oversized point guard. Like I'm just saying I would love Cooper Flagg. But I love Dylan Harper. I've been saying it for months. And my love for Dylan Harper is not me knocking Cooper Flagg. Like, we're comparing two perfect situations. I love Coop. I mean, he's the best defender out of these dudes. You know what I mean? But something with the way Dylan Harper plays the game, bro.
Yeah.
One or two is a win. 1 or 2 is definitely a dub.
Yeah.
But also, I love Ace, like, just for the ceiling aspect of it. And VJ Edgecombe is just a good ball player right now. And I think he also has a higher floor. So, I mean, I would take any of those dudes.
How do you feel about Trey Johnson? With Sean, I like him. He has the best jump shot out of all of them, in my opinion. He's shooting like 40% from three. He's a bucket. He's smooth. He has handle. I don't know about his defense, but I know he can score. I definitely can score.
For sure. I agree. I mean, I like him, but the point guard.
6'6".
Trey's not a point guard. And like I mean, I love Maxey and I love McCain. Like those are my guys, but neither of them are point guards. Like, let's just be real. Like Maxey is the best when Harden was next to him, where he could play off ball, get on open shots, then create a shot. McCain is a pure shooter. Like, could be top 5, top 10 in the league next year in 3-point percentage. Like, those are dudes you need to have a guy who's facilitating offense. No, I mean, I don't think so.
Why not?
Just because of what his skill set is, you know? Like, I don't think either of them are going to guard the point guard.
I thought Jared McCain showed some of the only point guard tendencies on the whole roster last year, and the 35-10 game against the Cavs, he's running the pick and roll, he's facilitating the ball. I think we get blinded by the fact that he can score at such
maybe.
That we think he's not a point guard. But if I'm at number 2, I'm taking Dylan Harper either way, just because I think he has that potential that you can't say like, oh, people are like, we're not going to draft another guard or something like that. I don't think you can go into it like that. You know what I mean?
No.
The best available player, if we have number 2, is Dylan Harper. So you got to draft him. If you pass up on him and he becomes a superstar, just fire everybody. Fire Elton Brand. Just fire the owner. If there's a way to fire the owner, fire him too. You know what I mean?
I think 1 through 3 is probably pretty solidified. I think it's gonna go Flag, Harper, Bailey. I think it's been like that for a while now.
Well, guys, I want to let you know, I don't normally drink in my house anymore. I stopped that a while ago, but I did have a Jim Beam Peach airport bottle in my freezer. I don't know where it came from, but I'm mixing it with Sprite right now because I can't handle this. I can't handle it.
What a question, y'all. So, like,
anyone else in the chat having a drink? Let me know. Oh yeah, Ron Harper. Ron Harper is his dad, by the way. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's made us some good stuff, man.
That's why I went to Rutgers.
So if we happen to get the 2nd overall pick and we drafted Dylan Harper, how would the starting lineup be?
McCain off the bench.
McCain off the bench.
Yeah.
Him at the 1, Tyrese at the 2, Quentin Grimes at the 3.
Nah, Quentin off the bench too.
Quentin's off the bench too?
Yeah. He's off the bench. No,
I'm trading Grimes.
Bro, you're talking about like a dog. Q is a dog, bro.
I'm trading
Quentin Grimes, though. We need a bench, though. We can't forget about the bench.
Bro, we had to start sitting Q because we were winning games.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I know because
he's a baller, dude.
I'm not diminishing any of his ability, but I'm saying if you would land Dylan Harper, then you have a problem where you have too many 6'5" and under guards.
It
is a good problem. But if you're going to trade somebody out of those 4, Maxey, McCain, Grimes, Harper, I'm trading Grimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Gershon at the 4, or seems like we're going to bring him back. Embiid at the 5, or Bona whenever Embiid wants to, play basketball. But then imagine off the bench, you got McCain and Grimes, are both they're going to get you a bucket, dude. Like, they'll win you games by themselves. Like, I don't think Q is as good as he was in the second half of the season because he was like Allen Iverson.
The only person.
Right, he's the only dude.
He's the only dude.
Michael Carter Williams. It's the Michael Carter Williams effect. But I believe in keeping Q, McCain off the bench, and then we'll figure it out. So
you would start Grimes if you had Harper. You would go Harper, Maxey, Grimes in the starting lineup.
I wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't. You would bring Grimes off the bench too.
Yeah, I would go Harper, which they probably wouldn't do in the beginning of the season, but I would go Harper, Maxey, Paul George, Gershon, and then Embiid.
They damn well should. The only two Cooper and Harper need to start day one. I don't care what team they're on.
Yeah. But would Nick Nurse let that happen? Would he let it happen? No, that's the problem.
No, I think he would, dude.
Doc Rivers, Tom Thibodeau. Nick Nurse, Doc Rivers, Tom Thibodeau would make Cooper Flag earn his minutes.
Yeah. Doc would. Even when he earned it, he's like, you're not earning it.
Yeah, so man. And Kyle Lowry is still on the team, right? He has a player option.
I guess,
he has a no trade clause.
No trade clause too? Gosh.
All right, I'm redoing it. Start Kyle Lowry. Bring back one of the Morris twins and start him too, and let's get weird.
We're losing every game. We go 0-82. We lose it.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. There's a very good chance we're back in this situation next season.
Yo, I feel like we're gonna make the playoffs next year, man. I got a feeling whoever we get, we're going because I look at it like this.
That has to do with the health of Embiid. That doesn't really have to do with this draft. That has to do with the health of Embiid and Paul George.
Yeah,
bro. But we got Coop or Dylan Harper. We should.
But even without Joel, the East is terrible. Like the bottom, 3 teams are terrible. Like, not trying to come at who made the play-in? Was the Hawks? It was the Pistons. Was the Pistons a play-in? No, Pistons wasn't a play-in. I forgot the bottom seeds. I know the Hawks was a bottom seed though, but they're terrible.
Miami, Atlanta. So yeah, there were some teams
below 500. So I'm not saying that we're going to be a contender, but I can see us still. I can see us making the playoffs even without Joel.
Let's be real. We could have made the playoffs this year.
Yeah, exactly. But tankathon. You know what I mean?
We pulled off the hardest tank.
That was
We were losing to Brooklyn, bro. Brooklyn was
experts.
Bro, we were playing dudes I've never seen in my life, and I follow basketball and college basketball.
They were saying Quentin Grimes has an illness on a random game just because he was cooking too hard.
Yeah, he was getting buckets. That was what he was, an illness.
Man.
So then, if it would be Dylan Harper, you would bring Grimes and McCain off the bench.
Yeah, they're not point guard. McCain, maybe. I'll let you.
How tall is Grimes? How tall is Grimes? 6'6"?
6'5".
6'4". Oh no, he can't. He got to come off the bench. Then we need to.
It's just style of play. It's just style of play alongside Embiid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Harper.
I
would love Harper, man. 6'6", being our point guard,
bro.
That's
right?
Crazy.
But he's also just like a bucket. You know what I mean? Like he's
bucket.
He's a dude who can create his own shot really, really well, which is something that always translates pretty well into the NBA. He's quick, he's elusive, he gets up, he can play above the rim, he rebounds, but he also is a dude who's going to pass the rock. You know what I mean? He almost had 5 assists, I think, a game in Rutgers. And bro, he's playing on Rutgers.
But if we get Coop, how
did Rutgers end up with 2 of the top 3 prospects and didn't even make the tournament?
Right. It's literally the Ben Simmons LSU. That also, it should scare me, but like I got my blinders on for Dylan Harper.
So say we draft Cooper Flag. Say we have the first overall pick, we draft Cooper Flag. So what's the starting 5? Who's coming off the bench? Paul George coming off the bench?
Paul George would go fit and quit basketball.
Yeah,
if they said PG, you're coming off the bench, he'd be like, I'm retiring. Y'all tripping.
He gonna be on this podcast all the time talking smack.
Maxey, McCain, Flag at the where would Paul George go? Yeah, Maxey, McCain, Flag, PG, and Embiid, I guess.
Flag would probably play a 4. He's a way better rebounder. I mean, Flag would be an elite.
That would be 4. My 5, I think.
Flag would be an elite 4 for us. I mean, he would. Dude, he's great.
What do you guys think? So, do you see this mock right here? Do you guys feel like the Sixers fit this? Like, if they're at 5, Trey Johnson, if they're at 6, Con Kneppel? Because I think Maluak needs to be in the top 6. Dude, don't tell me about a 0 rebound game and a chance. I don't give a shit. That dude is 7'2", 250 at 18 years old. Do you know how rare that is?
Cool, dude. And what's he doing with it?
He can learn how to do something with it. That's the whole point.
I'm not sure.
But
250 can jump out the gym. Show me a single player in this entire draft that's 7'2", 250 with athleticism. None. Show me one in the last draft. Show me one since Joel Embiid that's 7'2", 250 with athleticism.
But do you believe the Sixers will develop him, though? Do you think the Sixers will actually develop him and then he'll learn? That's the problem.
I think
Joel Embiid's different. Joel Embiid kind of was just different. He just learned everything.
The Sixers aren't a bad developmental team. Like, I know we kind of
hot take.
Bro, Maxey is a steal. Isaiah Joe is a dude that we showed enough promise here that, you know, like, I mean, we lose it. Yeah, right. I mean, I hate that, bro. I love Isaiah. But, like, Embiid's another one. Granted, he was, like, a generational dude. But, like, for the most part, as of late, the Sixers have not been a bad developmental team. McCain has been a dude who jumped on the scene immediately. I don't know. I don't know. Philly's
drafting it, they're good. But I don't know about the developing part. Like, I can't. I think Tyrese more. I don't know. Tyrese
every year we're like, yeah, Max will be okay. Like rookie season, we're like, yeah, like Max could be a plug and play dude. Next year, we're like, oh, like he could actually be like a starter. And then the next year, we're like, yo, this dude might be an all-star. And then now we're like, yo, this dude is going to be an all NBA player. Like every year with Tyrese, and just Tyrese being that alone, I'm like, I don't necessarily not believe in our developmental. Man. There's worse teams.
I haven't. I think when you talk about developmental, some players just have that mindset. Some players are going to get in the gym, work on what they need to work on. I guess it's not difficult for a team to develop players. Here's what you need to work on. Get in the gym. That's up to the player to get in there and do it.
It's just opportunity. And we gave Tyrese opportunity because of COVID. Really, that's what it was. And then he kind of blew up accidentally because that was the Doc years where we were never going to play him. I mean,
Justin Edwards. I don't know if Justin Edwards counts as development because he was a top pick out of high school and fell out of the draft.
Yeah, but then what is development though? Because you can just whenever it works and when it doesn't work. I mean, I generally believe the Sixers do a pretty solid job of acquiring young talent, especially in the Morey administration. As bad as Morey's been, we've drafted well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
Besides the Ben Simmons and the, you know what I mean, that,
right, but that was before Morey. You know what I mean? Like
that
the
was before
Morey era.
Morey, yeah.
We've had good drafts.
What do you guys think?
That's true.
What do you guys think about Daryl Morey's comments on, next year he says we're going to have our roster is going to be younger and more athletic. And I brought up the point that the roster already had young athletic players on it. The coach refused to put them on the floor. So is Daryl Morey going to change the way Nick Nurse coaches? You know what I mean? It doesn't really make any sense to me. I haven't heard Nick Nurse say, I'm going to play the younger athletes a little bit more instead of Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry for 38 minutes a game. You know what I mean? Because if he's not going to change his coaching style, it doesn't matter what Daryl Morey says or does.
If we get a top 2 pick, and it's Cooper Flagg or Dylan Harper, and he doesn't play either one of them, like right away, first game of the season, he needs to be fired the first day of the season, straight up. Like, I'm not even listening. He needs to be fired because it's going to get to a point. It's just like, you have to let the dudes play. You're not going to know what they can do unless you let them play. You know what I mean? You didn't know what Jared McCain could do until let's go down the list.
He got hurt.
Reggie Jackson got hurt. Kyle Lowry got hurt. Tyrese Maxey got hurt. Eric Gordon got hurt, and he finally had to give McCain an opportunity.
McCain had the 35-10 game against the Cavs, and Nick Nurse still played Kyle Lowry over him in the fourth quarter couple of games later.
I don't know.
How would you see the potential of that kid and be like, nah, I'm still going with Lowry? It's insane.
It's tough, dude. I mean, I hear you. I agree. But it's tough because it's like it's a lose-lose situation, I think, for a coach to be able to just throw in a dude who's never played. Like, I mean, I think it's especially for a team that apparently is trying to contend. We just went out and got Paul George. We had a big media offseason. Like, we're like, yo, this is the year. Like, this is we got rid of Harden so we could finesse the Clippers to do this. Like, he can't just go in and start throwing young dudes in immediately. And it's tough to see what these guys can do until you literally have to play them 32 minutes a game because everyone else is dead, you know? So it's like, I mean, what Nurse taught me was like, once he realized what he had, he kept going at it. And I was like, I respect that. You know, McCain was getting Embiid minutes. He was getting real time minutes. He was playing when he was hot. Like, and he's a rookie, you know, like I think that it doesn't usually work out the way it's been in Philly. Because like we've gotten lucky with Maxey and McCain both kind of killing it immediately. Like that doesn't usually happen in the NBA. But I mean, I think that there's no way, right? If we get Flagg or Harper, like they got to be playing at least 20 minutes in the first game. Like right at the jump.
Have to.
I think the coaching be making it just too complicated. Like it's not rocket science. Like, you know what I mean? We're not sending rockets to space. Like, if the guy can play and he's better than the veterans, then play him. Like, because you're going to need him when the playoffs come around. If
I think
you don't play him for
Nurse,
the regular season, then
that's what I was going to say. The regular season is when you have time to experiment.
Right.
There's 82 games, you know. Play some guys, man. Doc Rivers did the same thing. He just wouldn't play dudes. I'm like, put him on the floor for 5 minutes. Let us see the kid, man. You know, what's going to happen?
Yeah. Where it bothers me is where we're playing Lowry and we're playing dudes that just are not good. Like, how many times has Lowry got to show you that he's not the dude he used to be?
I know, right? I mean, the Miami waived him for a reason. The Sixers will have him now for 2 years after he was waived from Miami, and he was waived from Miami because he's done playing.
But I do think, though, there is something to be said about Lowry being here while our guards have developed, because I believe in development, but I believe in development as you have veteran guards who are not playing, but they're the Jeff Teagues. You know what I mean? They're the dudes that are willing to be like, yo, come under my wing. I'll teach you how the game works. I'll teach you the idiosyncrasies of basketball. So it's like, I kind of think Lowry does maybe bring something. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Because when James Harden was on the team, I think James Harden unleashed Tyrese Maxey. He was telling Tyrese Maxey, yo, go drive to the lane. Don't forget what Doc Rivers is saying. I'm telling you, be Tyrese Maxey. And that's what I liked about James Harden when it came to the relationship between him and Tyrese Maxey. So I agree, but then it's just like, I just don't want to see Kyle Lowry on the floor, though. You know what I mean? Put him on the floor, and we good. He could be
That's
the coach.
exactly.
3 minutes.
Players
3
coach.
minutes.
Exactly.
3 minutes
Yo,
and
you want to play with
39
Justin
seconds.
Edwards and the other dudes who were
We are
18
so-
years old?
We are so close to the fate of the 76ers future.
Oh, no.
I can't handle it. 700 people live right now. Do us a favor on YouTube, hit the like button. Let's try to get up over 1,000 live viewers before we find out what happens. Shout out to Larry Love with the super chat. Is it me or is it no difference in these guys' assist numbers? Their players aren't playing makers anymore. What's a point? The players aren't playmakers anymore. What's a point guard anymore?
You realize?
Are you
college
talking about
basketball is
McCain
like
versus
40 minutes,
Maxey,
right?
etc.? I mean, I agree that there's not many traditional
No, not many.
floor general Chris Paul type of guys out there. You know, you don't
Ain't
have
no
to have,
Rondos.
you don't have to have that guy if the
Yeah.
ball's centered around another guy like Jamal Murray in the Jokic offense. I kind of always talk about. He's not a floor general point guard. He's a combo scorer, but Jokic is
Right.
basically the point guard of that team.
Right. I'm trying to think of a pure point guard that's young right now. That's probably Tyrese Halliburton. That's probably the best I could think of, like young and a star.
Right, but that dude's putting up 20 to 25.
I mean, he can get you those 10 assists easily. But other than that, you're right. Most of the players are like more like a scorer.
The NBA is harder now. Like you need 5 versatile dudes who can do everything on the court to the best that they can. Like if your point guard can't score, then
Gotta be able to shoot. That's for sure. Can't have Eric Snow out there in 2025.
Yeah, I was about to say. That's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah,
gotta be able to shoot, man. Can't have
But you
TJ
know what,
McConnell
man?
start.
There's a chance Harp comes in next year in Philly and is like a 13.5, 6 guy, and that would be beautiful. Beautiful.
Right. I'm trying
Also,
to
if you
think
call somebody in the chat says Trae Young, motherfucker, that dude puts up 48 threes a game.
he ain't no pure point guard.
That
But
dude is a pure stat pattern.
but again, the ability to score doesn't mean he's not a pure point guard.
You don't think?
I mean,
You don't
really,
have-
the only
no.
thing
You don't
that's
have-
a pure
you don't
point
have to
guard
not-
anymore, the only thing that makes you a pure point guard is your size nowadays.
I just feel like he be
No, it's
out of
passing
control a lot.
ability.
Like
Reading the floor and being a pass first guy. Trae Young will throw an alley oop with his eyes closed, bro.
yeah. That I give that to him. Same with Luka. You know what I mean? He be having like triple doubles all the time. But it's just the modern day point guard. It's
Tyrese
not that-
Halliburton's a pure point guard. That dude averaged 10 assists a game his second year in the league.
For sure,
Yeah,
but
Tyrese
he's
is-
not like but these dudes aren't pass first point guards, is my thing. Because Halliburton's still giving you 25 a night. He's still the one that has to hit that game winning shot in a playoff game. Like
Yeah,
I
he
hear
can
you,
and he has to.
but he's the guy who's gonna take the last shot in the game.
But
Trae Young's the guy.
if you swing it to him and they bring a double, he's swinging it. Or you think he's trying to split the double and take the last shot?
No, he'll swing
Nah,
it.
he'll swing.
He's not. He's not making.
He's a smart decision maker. I don't know if
Yeah.
that makes you but he is what you would say a pure point guard is. I agree. I think we're arguing the same side.
William Ortiz, these guys are casuals. Actually, William, you got it wrong. We are experts. We are NBA experts. I don't know if you know this or not, but now you know. We are NBA experts. We actually were hired by ESPN, and we were too much of experts to be on the draft show today. So we had to make a YouTube show.
Yo, guys, give me a
We were
second. Brian
overqualified.
Windhorst is on the line. Brian Windhorst is calling me. I'm sorry.
Oh, and,
No, I
and
gotta
Daryl Morris called me right now.
Yo, my phone's been blowing up, man. The expert of it.
Ben Simmons was pure point guard.
God, Ben Simmons wasn't never a point guard at all.
Yo, I say we trade the pick for Ben. Let's get weird.
Is Ben
I would-
Simmons going to be in the league next year?
It's
This
crazy
is-
how his career just fell
He was
apart,
on-
man.
He was on a 1-year deal with the Clippers, and I don't feel like I saw him very much in those playoff games.
He was bad. He was bad.
Yeah, Ben Simmons.
All right. Here we go. Well, they're going to do
Countdown.
like a whole bunch of. Yeah, it's going to be like a half-hour interview show, and then they'll announce all the picks. Right? Is that how it goes?
I don't know. I'm surprised you comfortable drafting a center though, man. I'm just a little nervous about
Maluak?
centers, man.
Number
Yeah,
6.
I'm just like nervous because I just think of injuries all the time. Like I don't know, maybe because Joel Embiid got me in that mindset. I'm just like,
Got to take
Injuries.
Maluak at number 6. If we land at 6, it's Maluak. That's where I'm at. Anchor the
insane.
defense and learn how to
Insane.
box out.
Insanity.
As long as Maluak doesn't learn how to box out from Joel Embiid, he'll be all right. If somebody that actually boxes out teaches him how to box out, he'll be a good rebounder.
I like Maluak a lot, but if you're going to draft a backup center, where
I'm not drafting a backup center. I'm drafting a center for the future.
Right? What the heck? What?
What do you mean?
Bro, we gotta win. We gotta try to win.
They're not drafting if it's not Cooper or Harper, none of these players are helping them win now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I think we're all trying to push for winning in the Embiid era.
Yeah.
I think if we draft Maluak, just ship Embiid to freaking Utah.
Got to. You kind of.
I'm over the Embiid era, man. I don't want to see it anymore. Are we really going to do this again?
But Adem Bona had like a unbelievable second half. Unbelievable.
He's great.
He was shockingly good defensively, especially. Talk about a dude who you want Maluak to be. Adem Bona showed he was that last year.
Exactly, buddy. But Maluak's 4 inches taller. Think about that.
You're right.
Yeah. I'll go Twin Towers. Let's get crazy.
Nah, Bona got to come off the bench.
I'll go 1990s basketball Twin Towers, Maluak, and Adem Bona. I'll have Adem Bona in the corner shooting threes.
Oh, man, they're showing the highlights of Cooper.
Look at that. He's a dog, man. He's got that dog in him.
Dunking on people and talking. Let's go.
In the big games in the tournament, it was about how in the last couple of minutes how everybody knew it was going to him. Like he's like, give me the ball, I'm the guy here. And for somebody that just turned 18 at that time, dude, he has such a level of confidence for somebody that young. That's what I love about him the most.
He says pronounced Muluwatch.
Yeah, I ignore comments like they always.
I don't know. I be jacking up names all the time.
He's actually 7'1 3/4. These guys are casuals. Maluwatch.
What's the other center that everybody's talking about? What's his name? The other center. What's the other center's name?
Derek Queen.
Queen. How you feel about him?
I think he's good.
Thank him.
I think he's a good ball player. He's like 6'10", maybe.
6'10".
But he's like he could stretch the floor out. He's good. I think he's honestly like the most like we've seen a lot of him because of the tournament run, and he was just the guy. Like he could put out buckets. He's a good ball player.
I think he's an offensive talent. I think he's an offensive talent. I don't think I've seen anything that like stand out that makes me think that that's going to translate to the NBA. Like definitely, you know what I mean? Doesn't look like overpowering or anything like that. But he's a good offensive player for his size. But I don't know about defending and rebounding at a high level in the NBA. But
let me get nitpicky. Let me get real nitpicky. I don't know about his endurance. He just something about his body. I'm like, can this dude hold up?
Yeah, it doesn't look super athletic.
No, he's sneaky athletic. Like he's honestly really good. But you know,
I'm just nervous about the center position. But I understand it though. You need to have a center and probably you need that wing. You need the wings, man. I don't know how the Sixers got the guards together, but I don't know what do we really need right now because the center position. I feel like if Joel Embiid's healthy. We just get a wing.
Are we going?
It was supposed to be Paul George, but
are we going? If healthy, what do the Sixers need?
Yeah, that's that. I don't really want to go that route because we.
No, but I mean, no. If that's the question, we can answer that question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If healthy, what do we need? That's a good question.
Health. If healthy, we need health.
If healthy, if healthy, like let's be realistic. As much as we hated them last year, if healthy, they were a contender.
Yeah, we beat the Celtics on Christmas. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, but with a dude we traded 2 weeks later.
Who?
Yeah.
Cody Martin. He's only or Kobe, whatever. Who was it?
Caleb
the only reason we won that because Caleb had like 8 threes.
Man, Martin was.
But granted, we got Quentin Grimes out of it, which is a solid trade. But you know,
I've never seen a player be good against one team and one team only.
Yeah. And then trade him out west, so he never has to play that team.
But no,
something about the green. Something about the green.
If if the question is if healthy, then the question is if Joel Embiid's back to MVP form. And anytime Joel Embiid's back to MVP form, you're a contender.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody forgets that.
Man.
And it was supposed, even though I think Paul George is soft, he was supposed to be the second/third option in the offense around Joel Embiid being an MVP level player. So if Joel was healthy and MVP level, you know, everything would have fell into place. Everything fell to shit because your guy wasn't there. And then we expected Paul George to step up and try to do something. And I would have liked for him to look like he was trying a little bit.
Yeah. It seemed like he gave up on the season. Like, it seemed like, you know what I mean? I don't know, something about him. I just never really was feeling Paul George, man. I wanted Jimmy Butler.
He's content.
I know he's content. He got his money. I know that Daryl didn't want to trade nobody to get Jimmy Butler, but when people was coming at me in the comments saying, "Oh, I'd rather have PG than Jimmy," I'm like, y'all tripping. I don't know what y'all seeing. This is not the Paul George when he was with the Pacers. This is not the Paul George when he was with the Thunder.
He's a sidekick.
This is a whole nother dude.
The thing is, though,
he's been a sidekick his whole career. He was a star at one point, but I think mentally he's always been a sidekick.
Right. It is the Paul George from Indiana. It is the Paul George from LA, because it's like he's just not as good physically, but he's always been that dude mentally. And those are the things that, like, really where the Sixers have failed is that we just haven't had a guy who's like Jimmy Butler. That's why we had that good year with him.
And
we just haven't. Right. And like there are not a lot of dudes in the league that are like that. And that is why I say Dylan Harper. That is why I'm on board with him.
He has that
he's got it.
He has the swag. He has the it factor.
He's a killer. And like Cooper Flagg's a dog too, but like it's easier to be a dog and change the course of a basketball game as a point guard. That's just it.
If only we traded Simmons instead of Jimmy, if only we said, "Hey Jimmy, you want Ben Simmons gone? He's out of here. You want Brett Brown gone? He's out of here." If we would have done everything to keep Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid on the same team, we would have had the best chance for sure.
We would have had a championship probably. Be honest with you. With Tyrese Maxey, come on, man.
Damn, it hurts now that this is what we're doing. You know.
I'm not trading. We're not trading number one. Nah, we're not doing that.
No,
it would be crazy. It is a crazy question though, because
I love Giannis.
Giannis is about to turn 30. I think he's 30 right now. So he's got a couple years of elite play left. You know. You're trading the number one, bro. You're saying if we get number one, what else would we have to give up for Giannis?
Damn.
I don't think
give up Joel. Give up Joel.
I don't even think I'm trading Cooper Flag for Giannis Antetokounmpo right now.
Oh, man, that's hard, but I'm not doing it.
I'm only trading for Giannis if Doc comes along. Run it back.
Now, if they want to package a deal, like you can have Jared McCain and Joel Embiid for Giannis, match it all up, I'll do that. I mean, I'm not getting rid of the first overall pick because that's Cooper Flag. I'm just not doing it.
I'm taking, look, this life, as far as I'm concerned, this life is not very long. If I can get a player that I get to watch at a high level for the next 15 years, I'm taking him. And I don't care if we lose and never win. I want 15 years of competitive, entertaining basketball in my life. That's where I'm at. So I'm not trading for Giannis to try to do something, I guess. I don't know.
Or
there's teams that if they add Giannis, there's teams that should add Giannis, like the Houston Rockets and a couple of others.
Or we can go out and get Zion and just have the most expensive IR ever.
Oh my gosh. There was a hot take. They was talking about trade Joel for Zion. I'm like, would I do it? I honestly would do that. Because he's younger, you know what I mean? But he's still injury prone, just like Joel. But
Zion? Yeah, not just injury prone, it's his mentality. That dude.
His mentality too, though. See, at least Joel Embiid has the mentality, in my opinion. Like we can say what you want, but when he played against the Knicks, the man was averaging 30+ points. He had a 50-piece nugget one of the games. He was dominant. And you know what I mean? He was just coming off an injury. He wanted to come back. He cared about coming back, and he did. So Zion, I don't see him doing that. Zion's not going to lift the team up. At Zion's peak, he's not getting, well, especially in the West, he's not going to get you to the playoffs. Maybe.
What about in Philly?
He has no discipline. He has no discipline at all.
Not as many strip clubs in Philly, guys. NOLA has a bunch. A lot of hoes in NOLA. Not as many in Philly. He would
Zion
be
has
focused.
no
I don't know about that.
I
I don't know. But it's not
I
even
think
just in Philly. It's about you traveling too. When we travel, you don't know what he's going to do. I was nervous about James Harden being on the team.
No,
Every time we
yeah.
went somewhere, I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know. Especially when we went to LA. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I
Nobody
mean, I'm
got to
not.
hear some.
I'm
Zion has
anti-Zion.
no
big time.
discipline.
Oh,
Zion has no
no.
discipline, man.
No, he's a kid
But-
who's 438 pounds.
The lowest level of discipline, if you get famous at like 21 and you knock up a porn star, bro,
Ugh.
For the love of the game, baby.
that is the lowest level of discipline probably ever.
For the love of the game.
Dang.
'Cause
Is
you're
that
like,
what he
oh,
did?
what's
Is
the
that,
phrase?
is that what he did?
Yeah.
oh, I'm famous.
What's the
I'm
phrase?
famous. I can do whatever I want now. And
Wait,
you,
what's-
that's what you do?
What's the phrase?
Yeah,
Never
no
meet your
discipline.
heroes. Zion was like, never meet your heroes, bro.
He
Oh,
said, I'll
Man,
change that.
gluttony is the word for Zion, man. Not just the food, the adult actresses. Gluttony is
That's
Zion
very-
Williamson, man.
Very nice of you to call them actresses. Good for you, brother.
I mean, apparently they're actresses. I don't know. I don't watch it, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, right.
Yo, I was just thinking, right? Before Jimmy Butler went and got traded to the Warriors, imagine him being with the Nuggets. Him and Jokic. Just imagine that. I know that's random, but I was just thinking, like, Jamal Murray's not it. Michael's not consistent. I like Gordon, but shoot, I would have traded Jamal Murray. I would have traded Michael for Jimmy. Try to match it up. Jimmy Butler with Jokic. I think they would have won the chip. I think they're going to win the championship.
I think they
Championship
can
with
win the
that.
chip right now. I think Denver can still win the chip right now.
Yeah, Sam. I think,
Oh,
though,
wow.
Jimmy's in the best place he could possibly be. I think Golden State's the best fit for him. When healthy Steph is on the court, but, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Is this it? They're going to announce it right now? Oh, my God. Oh!
10% chance, y'all.
970 in the chat.
Ah,
970 in the chat. Hit the like button. Get us up over 1,000. Here we go.
ah.
Sixers 10.5% chance for the number one.
And they start from the bottom up, right? 14 and up. They go
Yeah.
14 up. Okay.
God damn.
All right.
Apparently, this tankathon.com updates while the thing is going on, so it'll be on the screen here for
Thank you,
everybody.
Sarah. And who's representing us? Jerry McCain, right?
Oh, yeah, baby.
What does full
Oh,
order?
yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, yeah. Bring the dude with 3 million TikTok followers. Is that Keon Ellis?
Akeem Olajuwon.
Damn, y'all are like a second and a half ahead of me, so I will. Rolando Blackman.
Are we? Mike, where are you at right now? You got Hakeem Olajuwon on the
Yes,
screen?
I got Hakeem.
All right, so let's pause for 1 second, and so we can
You're
match
good.
up with Greg. Ready?
Yup, I
Yeah,
got
you
you.
can go.
One Mississippi. There we go. I think we're good now.
Got you.
Guys, let's go, huh? Yo,
Greg-
throw in the chat, dude. Let's
Greg,
get
is Hakeem Olajuwon still talking on yours?
Yeah, we're good.
I think we're good.
All right.
Woo! Okay, what's up, chat? How we feeling, chat?
I'm gonna get up and do a lap.
How we feeling, chat?
I just want to run through a wall right now, man. This is
Shout out
the
to New.
future. This is the
Shout out to new
future.
subscribers. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the new viewers. Thank you for being here. Brooklyn sent their coach. Jared McCain. New Orleans put Zion up there? They put so we were just talking shit on Zion, man.
Yo, imagine being the best player on the team that's in the lottery and you show up like, damn, sorry guys.
Sorry, drafting me didn't work out yet.
Yeah.
We're still in the
That's
lot.
like having Joel Embiid up there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Oh, dude, this is bad, man. I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
It's so bad that my expectations are so high. Oh shit, Utah's gonna win. They brought a girl.
DEI hire.
Damn, she's
Jared
hot, girl.
McCabe, give us luck, brother.
Just give us a top 6. That's all I need.
997. If we hit 1,000 live, if you didn't hit the like button, you gotta hit the like button now, or. All right, here we go. This dude, Mark Tatum. Oh no, he's reading it. Oh my god, dude, I can't handle this.
Ah!
I thought we had more time to get ready.
Don't look. Don't look.
He's like, yo, there's actually basketball coming up. We got to speed through this.
I thought we had more time to get ready, dude. I actually can't handle this. Dude, I don't want to watch.
As long as they don't say the Sixers name anytime soon. All right. Once we get between like round 8, that's when I'm gonna get nervous. All right, y'all. Help us.
That's big for us.
Dallas moved into the top 4.
Look at his eyes.
Please don't. Let's go. Come on, Sixers. Please.
Raptors are at 9.
Damn, you're.
Come on. Yes, Brooklyn. Yes, Brooklyn. All right, we got 2 more. One more after this. Let it not be the Sixers, and we got a top 6 pick, y'all.
We got Spurs at 14. We got the Brooklyn Nets at 9. New Orleans at number 7. We're in the top 6. The Sixers are keeping their pick. We're keeping the pick. We're in the top 6.
Baby. Let's go.
Wizards at 6. We're in the top 5.
Let's go.
We're in the top 4.
Oh my gosh.
Sixers are in the top 4.
Let's go.
Look at Jared. Jared's pumped.
Sixers.
Jared's pumped. Jared's
Come
so
on,
pumped.
y'all. What's going to happen?
This thing's not updating.
Somebody help me. Look at Daryl Morey.
Sixers are in the top 4.
Oh. Coming up, top 4. We're going to go on a commercial break.
Oh, they're doing a commercial break.
Let's go. We gotta celebrate. We gotta celebrate, y'all.
I gotta find a website that's updating the thing so I can show it. I thought Tankathon said they were updating live.
Oh my god.
Yo. This is crazy.
Maybe I can do it on Twitter. There's probably somebody tweeting it out, right? Somebody's probably tweeting out the
Bro,
order,
go to
right?
Shams, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go to Shams. He's
my
probably
goodness.
tweeting it out.
Can y'all believe it? Like,
The 76ers are in the top 4.
can
Yeah!
y'all believe it?
1,100 in the chat. Let's go. More likes. We need all the
Bruh.
likes. The most
on.
likes equals the Sixers.
Let's go.
Landing
Please.
The vision,
Let us
baby.
be a top 2.
The vision
At
was
least.
there. The vision was there.
Let us be a top 2 pick at least. Please, baby. We top
Shams
4.
isn't tweeting it. Shams isn't tweeting it. What the
I'm
hell?
being greedy. I want the first pick, man. It is what it is, man. Give me the first pick.
Yeah, I'm greedy now. Bro, I can't
Or
breathe.
top 3 at least. Give us top 3. Because we want to get one of the
Bruh.
We're in the
Ace
top
Daily,
4.
Dylan.
There we go. There's the 5. There's 5 to 14. We're in. The Sixers are in the top 4.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
I can't believe
listen.
this.
At least the worst case scenario is out the window. The losing the
Yo.
pick to OKC is out the window. The 76ers have a top 4 draft pick.
Or you say, let's go. Get a hype. Our
Damn, and
franchise
Brooklyn
is
is
not
pissed.
cooked, y'all. We
Brooklyn is
good.
so pissed. I'm just following all the Brooklyn dudes. I'm getting DMs saying congrats on this rigged bullshit. It's good to be back, baby. It's good to be back. I've missed the
We might
hate, dude.
get
I've missed
Cooper.
it. We've been out of the
might
game
get
for so
Dylan.
long.
What happened to Brooklyn? Brooklyn was in what number was Brooklyn? They were 5 and they fell out.
Yeah, well, yeah. They were right behind us and they fell out. So there's something about the math of it or whatever. But when Brooklyn, one of the two teams like falls out, it's like our chances of getting up
all worth it.
Gets higher. I think there's like a 40 or 50% chance where.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
The Sixers are in the top 4. I'm shaking. My hands are shaking, bro. I gotta see. I need like somebody that's live tweeting it, man. Who do you guys think is live tweeting the results?
Because the Wizards, what would the
maybe Aiden Laporta? I don't know. I'm trying to find it. Keith Pompey, maybe Kevin O'Connor, maybe
Kyle Neubeck. He's not either. Oh, they're doing a live show.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that.
Keith Pompey,
Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, Cooper Flag. That's it. That's all we choosing.
What's crazy is Utah and the Wizards were the 2 worst records, and Utah's at 5 and Washington's at 6.
Yo, that's crazy. Washington had. Yo, that's crazy. Yo,
I like that. I like that post.
Hey, listen.
Wouldn't the NBA just be posting it? All right, yeah, we'll just stick on the NBA's page. Woo!
Oh my goodness. All right, let us not be 4. Let us not be 4.
What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Paul Michio, what's up?
This is exactly what I said in the beginning.
RJ, what
all I
up?
wanted was just top 4. Guys. Huh?
Paul Michio, it was all worth it.
It was all a dream, dude.
Dude. Holy hell. Dude, that I mean, that leaves us at least with we're at least getting who you got at number 4 though? VJ Edgecombe or Trey Johnson or
one of them two. So we gonna get Ace, Dylan, or Cooper. I'm going either one. Hey, look, listen. Let us not be the 4th pick. We got to get a top 3. Top 3, baby. Top 3.
Shout out to Mando for sponsoring the show. Don't forget, use code SICKOS to get $5 off your Mando starter kit.
I want top 2 and I don't want 2.
Spray.
I do want 2 though. I do want 2.
You want.
We're in the top 4. I'm sweating even more. I'm putting on the Mando.
I'll take 1 or 2. Yo, I need some Mando. I got to pee so bad.
All right, y'all. Come on. Don't look at the screen, y'all. Don't look. Oh, I can't look.
Guys, is it bad that this means so much to us?
We're in the top 4. This is insane.
Are we going to take an introspective look here for a sec?
Don't look.
What it's like to be a man.
Oh, please. Let it be the first overall pick.
Damn. It's all Jeremy McCain.
Top 3. Give me top 3.
We're doing it like this. We're doing it like this for the reaction vibes. Wait, Mike, are you on the screen?
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Come on, baby.
Is the Hornets are number 4, Sixers are in the top 3.
Where we at? Oh.
The Sixers are 3.
That's beautiful, dude. Absolutely beautiful.
That's rigged. You know it's rigged. They told him, give Luka to LA and we'll give you the number 1 pick in the draft. It's rigged.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
That's Ace Bailey then, right? That's got to be Ace Bailey.
Yeah. Unless Harper slips. Bro, if Harper slips.
Unless Harper slips.
Please.
Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper. We get one of them. Either one.
How's he going to slip?
I don't know.
Nobody's passing on. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
The Dallas Mavericks number 1, the San Antonio Spurs number 2, the Philadelphia 76ers number 3. We land number 3 pick in the draft. So
what's wrong?
Oh, he's interviewing the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, Nico saved that job, huh?
Damn. I mean, hey, listen, I can't be negative. Okay, I can't be mad about it. I can't be mad about number 3.
No, you can't be mad. I mean, we get one of the two, either Dylan or Ace, most likely Ace. 6'9", right? Ace
6'10",
6'9".
freak athlete.
You know what I mean?
Dude gets up. He has his flaws, I think.
We don't have to worry about Jared McCain coming off the bench. Tyrese Maxey at the 2 or
Right.
the 1. You know what I mean?
Ace is I think he's a development player though. 3-4 year development player. I think
maybe a little less, but yeah, he's more developmental than Harper. He's not as ready as Dylan or Coop.
I'm excited, man.
But I would say, what would you say Ace Bailey's ceiling is?
All-star.
A player comparison. Ace Bailey's ceiling, the best he could possibly turn into. You got to go Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
that's that shoot. If we get that, hey, listen, but
that's possible. Not probable, but possible.
What's he? I'm gonna look up his averages real quick.
I mean, he was not the most efficient scorer in college, from what I remember, but he's still a dude who's like a ridiculous upside, and like I'm all for it, dude. He's just a freak athlete, 6'10", can play both sides of the ball. I like it. I mean, I'm here for it. So
yeah, let's just read his profile just to refresh everybody here. Let me see if
shooting 34% from 3. Not bad. I mean,
nah, it's not great given where
not great.
Not. But he's
free
also playing on a team where
is terrible.
He's putting up a lot of uncomfortable shots. What's his free throw at?
69.
Yeah.
Is it on the screen right there? Ace Bailey?
Yeah.
6'10", 200, mock draft number 3 to the 76ers. Weakness is defensive rating.
Here's a whole bunch of nothing there.
Yeah, like its percentage and usage and free throw attempt rate and all that stuff. Well, free throw attempt rate is a thing because, a lot of people say he doesn't attack the basket enough and he settles for contested jumpers too much. But again, he's 18 years old. How old is he?
He puts up 138 shots a game. Yeah. No, he's a young dude. I think he's the youngest dude out of all of them, if I'm not mistaken. But he also...
Oh, he's a good rebounder, too.
Yeah.
7.2. 1 block, 1 steal.
Per 36, there's great numbers, good numbers. 1.4 blocks. He's not going to be absurd, but he's also something we don't have is like a jump out of the gym, like exciting dude. I mean, it's better than Kelly Oubre.
Wow.
The excitement is kind of we gotta get the excitement back up, y'all. We gotta get the excitement back up.
DJ's like slowly talking his way out of Ace.
Now I'm gonna need a couple of days to obsess over Ace Bailey highlights to really talk about it. I can't really. But hey, look, man, we kept the pick. That was the first agenda. That was the first priority. Don't lose the pick to Oklahoma City Thunder. That would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
We kept the pick. We even got in the top 3. We absolutely have to be ecstatic with those results.
Also, I like how everybody's saying it's rigged now for Dallas. And I'm like, at least they're not talking about the Sixers climbing in the top 3.
It is pretty crazy for them to trade Luka Doncic, fall apart completely.
And what were their odds? What were their odds beforehand? It had to have been one of the lower ones because they were a play-in team, were they not?
NBA draft lottery, NBA draft. Well, I can look right here on the pick odds were right here. The Dallas had a 1.8% chance at the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
They had a 1.8% chance at the number 1 pick.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That might be the lowest odds to ever get the number 1 pick.
What?
I'm trying to think about the last time that's happened.
How can we say it's not rigged at this point? That's pretty.
They said we lost Luka. Y'all owe us something.
That's a little too obvious, I think.
Damn.
Honestly, it's not even the odds of it. It's just like what just happened this year with them. That's like, well.
Yeah, right. Because 1.8% chance in just the numbers, but what are the chances of a team going through what they went through and let 0.0000?
Wait, scroll up and see where Washington and the whatever the worst team was, Utah.
Washington, Utah, and Charlotte had a
wow,
14% chance.
Dang, that's what was shocking.
New Orleans, Philadelphia. All these 5 teams are like, what the fuck? Dallas got it, dude? Are you kidding me?
I know.
Wow. Well, there's going to be a major NBA rigged conspiracy on the internet all summer long now.
Who's 2?
Who's number 2 again?
A Spurs. I don't know.
Spurs,
Oh.
you're right.
Spurs. All right, so
Wow. God damn, bro. The
Dallas,
Rich-
San Antonio, Philadelphia.
bro, that's
they're drafting
crazy.
Dylan Harper. They're not drafting Ace Bailey. They're
Dude,
drafting-
imagine being a Charlotte Hornets fan
Yeah,
yeah.
life sucks, bro.
or a Utah fan, or imagine being a Wizards fan. They fell to 6.
I know.
Man.
Richard, but Utah is also the worst team all year long. And
We are the professional tankers, man.
bro. The Spurs, that's absurd to me.
New
That's
Orleans, I
crazy.
meant.
Yeah, I
Wait,
know.
Because they didn't start tanking until the very end of the season too, and it was just like they had a 6% chance. You know what I mean? Like,
He's going to learn right behind. He's going to learn from Chris Paul.
right? Stephon Castle's also there.
Dallas.
They kinda
Yes,
have a lot of
Castle.
stars. Honestly, maybe go Bailey. See what's going on. there.
Dallas.
You need
Cooper
4.
Flag to Dallas. Look, man, it's rigged. Kyrie comes back from the ACL.
Cooper.
Anthony
Oh
Davis
my gosh.
actually plays a whole season, and they have Cooper Flag.
Just looking at 4, 5, 6 there is hilarious. The win
Oh,
totals.
man.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
all the worst
crazy.
teams in the league landed at 4, 5, and 6. That's
That goes to show you that just because you had the worst record doesn't mean you're going to get that pick. So,
Mm,
I mean,
well, yeah. I mean,
Not
that was the idea of inventing the draft lottery in the first place. But I
Yeah.
feel like it incentivized teams to tank more than it
Right,
did with they. You know, I think the idea was to stop teams from tanking, but now it's just like we're going to take our 10% chance and try to make it an 11% chance.
right.
Wow. Wow, that is insane. Sixers number 3. We keep the pick. It's most likely Ace Bailey. Now it's time to make a bunch of Ace Bailey in a Sixers jersey thumbnails for the rest.
Hey,
I don't know, dude. Don't sleep on Harper falling to 3. That's all I'm gonna say. Crazier things have happened.
Nah,
Crazier
not
things have
The
happened.
Spurs, though,
I don't
But like
see
they
it
got
going.
Stephon
that.
Castle with a top 5, top 6 pick last year as their
They
leader
have,
point guard.
they have what's his
Chris
name
Paul
from the Kings.
and De'Aaron Fox. That's
They-
Oh,
another
yeah,
player.
Fox.
Bro, Harper might go to 3.
Yeah. Ooh, let's go.
Oh,
Dude.
Got a chance.
I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind if we
Hey,
get
listen,
Dylan
we're
Harper.
gonna get him at number 3.
I'm gonna lose
But
my
either
goddamn
or
mind.
though, either or. I think we kept our pick, top 3 pick, either Dylan or Harper. I mean, Dylan Harper or Ace. So
yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Shout out to everybody in the stream. 1,700 people in here. That's so awesome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Mike, for joining me. Thank you, Greg, for joining me. This was a lot of fun, man. The Sixers keep the pick. They land number 3 in the draft. Not the best, not the absolute best case scenario, but one of the best case scenarios we could have had happen. So we got to be ecstatic with that. And you're right, Dylan Harper could fall to 3 with the Spurs having De'Aaron Fox at point guard.
That's huge, dude.
Maybe.
I mean, all they have is what, like Jeremy Sochan and like Keldon Johnson at the 3. Ace Bailey, I mean, would make a lot of sense. He's also 6'10". Imagine him and next to Wemby. Imagine trying to score against that.
True.
While having Fox just flying up and down the court. I mean, that's a scary team. San Antonio's good as
You
shit.
trying to
Yeah, I'm trying to like, if any of these 1,700 people watching are like a Spurs GM, I'm like, yo, like thinking about it. Actually would really make a lot of sense if you brought Ace Bailey in.
yeah.
All right, boys, I got to run, man. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun.
It's been a pleasure, dude.
Pleasure.
Greg, come around more often, Greg. Come
For sure.
back, man. Come
All
back.
right.
All right, Greg.
Yo, check out the
guys.
Instagram
All
for
right.
stand up. Let me
Yeah, man.
plug that. Peace, guys.
Wait, say it again. What?
Go to my Instagram on my handle. I'm a comic in New York City, so if you're ever out, I'll throw you tickets. Come to a show. We'll have a good time. But other than that,
Yeah, do that. Shout out to Greg. Shout out to Greg grinding over out in New York City doing the stand-up comedy thing. And yeah, subscribe to both YouTube channels, Greg Melly and my guy Mike Sports Vibes, man. Mike Sports Vibes balling on YouTube.
Balling. Yeah, that's my Sixer channel. Yeah.
oh yeah.
All right, guys, I'm out.
Out to y'all. Peace out, y'all.
Peace, guys.